of sound today. So let's read through this together. We'll talk about some things. I want you to watch the brain pop video on sound, as well as listen to the really funny little song about sound, and then answer some questions about sound. And that will conclude our second grade science, the big four things that we learned this year in science. Okay, science and sound. What is sound? Sounds are all around us. A dog barks, a bell rings, a motor hums. All this sound is a form of energy. We hear sound when something vibrates or moves back and forth. The vibrations travel in waves. Our ears catch the waves and hear the sound. How sound travels? Sound waves travel in all directions. You can hear fireworks boom and crackle from anywhere nearby. Sound reflects or bounces off objects, so an echo, oh, 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 is reflected sound. Move that out of the way. We are going to talk and review sound, the science of sound today. So let's read through this book together. We'll talk about some things. I want you to watch the brain pop video on sound, as well as listen to the really funny little song about sound, and then answer some questions about sound. And that will conclude our second grade science, the big four things that we learned this year in science. Okay, science and sound. What is sound? Sounds are all around us. A dog barks, a bell rings, a motor hums. All this sound is a form of energy. We hear sound when something vibrates or moves back and forth. The vibrations travel in waves. Our ears catch the waves and hear the sound. How sound travels? Sound waves travel in all directions. You can hear fireworks boom and crackle from anywhere nearby. Sound reflects or bounces off objects, so an echo, oh, 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 is reflected sound. Move that out of the way. Sound waves can travel through solid objects. You can hear a knock through a wooden door. Sound waves can also travel through gas. The air is made of many gases, and a police siren's wail travels in the air for several blocks. Sound can travel through liquids too. Many animals make noises to communicate with one another underwater. Dolphins talk underwater through squeaks, clicks, and other noises. Pitch. Pitch describes how low or high a sound is. The sound of two glasses clinking has a high pitch. The roar of a lion has a low pitch. The faster something vibrates, the higher the pitch. The slower it vibrates, the lower the pitch. Blow air into a whistle slowly, then blow faster. The whistle should have a higher pitch the second time because it's vibrating faster. An object's length can also change its pitch. The shorter keys on a xylophone make higher sounds than the longer keys. This is a marimba, not a xylophone. Just so you know. A tuba makes a very low sound. The air travels a long way through the instrument. It goes boom, 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 boom. Air travels a short way through a flute. This instrument makes a higher sound. The boy's tuba makes a much lower sound than his bandmate's flute. Guitar and violin players push down on the strings of the instruments to change notes. When they hold down a string, the part of the string that vibrates is shorter. The string vibrates faster. The pitch is higher. Volume. Quiet or loud describes a sound's volume. You need to use a quiet voice in the library. You can use a loud voice when you play outside. You can change the volume of a TV to make it quieter or louder. But what can make a sound seem louder without a volume button or a dial? A megaphone can. That's because a sound is louder when the sound waves are focused. Sound waves become less powerful as they spread out in the air. So a megaphone helps focus sound waves. So the sound waves just coming through here makes it louder. This cheerleader uses a megaphone to make her voice sound louder. Cupping your hands around your mouth can also make your voice sound louder. You can hear a quiet sound nearby, but it's harder to hear a quiet sound from far away. The sound waves spread out too much. So how are sounds made? Well, to make a sound, an object must vibrate. There are many ways to make vibrations. These cymbals make a sound when they are hit. The force from a push can make an object vibrate. Drummers make sounds by hitting their drums. When we talk and sing, air passes through our vocal cords. The air makes them vibrate. These kids sing in their school choir. We use air to make vibrations in wind and brass instruments. These students play their trumpets by blowing air into them. Friction can also make things vibrate. Friction is caused when two things rub against each other. You hear a sound when you rub your hands together. When a bow rubs on a violin string, the violin makes a sound. So, how many sounds have you made today? Okay, there's lots of things you can do with sound, so go and make some awesome sounds today. And I'll talk to you later.